Alright, so here's the moment that some of you have been waiting for. This is that motor that, if you're paying attention on Instagram, it's a brand new Mazda engine. It was installed by some shop up in Michigan. If I find out who they are, I'm gonna keep it a secret because that'll be the end of them. They put the engine in and put 0 oil in it. The engine ran collectively for 3 days, less than 100 miles, before it just stopped on its own. Big loss. Because in addition to that, this person, the owner, bought a brand new set of N3 G1 twins to go on their brand new OEM Mazda motor. And all of it saw 0 oil until it just quit on its own. So I think that's just a testament to the durability of this thing. But what's really important about this is that we're going to be able to see what that actually looks like. What a 0 oil brand new engine looks like. And just for giggles, the oil filter, well, it's hard to show, but the oil filter is completely dry. There's absolutely nothing in the oil filter whatsoever, not a single drop of oil. Oil cooler line's empty, oil pan empty, turbo's empty, everything empty. Not a drop of oil was inside of this motor, ever. So Victor's here. He's gonna tear it down for us. Oh yeah, I guess probably people will be curious. No, it didn't lock up. It does crank. And it did crank until I guess it didn't. That's not refreshed. Hello. Yo. Made just in time. Go ahead. Oh, it's all wet. Damn. She might get lucky. Doesn't look that bad though. Ooh. Damn. Okay. Ooh. There went. God damn. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, let me go get the Bronze Reamer. There it goes. Wepa. Let's see it, boy. Let's see it, boy. So now. Ooh, this one's even worse. Rotor housings look good though.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to be shot. These are brand new. Alright, let's look at the fucking bearing. The bearing started to wear, but it didn't spin yet.
Spin it in your hand. Let me see it.
Are you ready?
Heat.
Yeah. What I'm looking here, the big thing here is tab hasn't spun, which tells me the bearing stuff.
Excellent.
Perfect. This is what really you gotta get.
That's, look, it goes right over top of it.
Yeah.
What do you say?
This.
Ooh.
And that.
On the cardboard next to the crane.
But it's not.
You can see lines from over here.
Yeah. This one.
Completely. Unless you want to wipe it off, that might just be oil residue.
No, that's oil residue.
Oh yeah.
The bearing looks good.
Oh, same thing. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The engine got torn down. A few things were stuck. Every single tension bolt needed a breaker bar. The gun was not enough to break it free. The front hub bolt, we had to use the wall as a brace along with the longest jack handle, which is right there, in order to get it off. That was insane. The rear iron had to come off with force. I think that's everything of note as far as disassembly.
If you were to bore scope this engine, you would never know
Oh, it fell.
that this is cracked, because this is the path of the oil control ring. So it perfectly covers it. So if you were buying this as a core, you would think it's perfectly fine because all these surfaces look like they're supposed to, and the motor still had compression pulses.
Yeah.
So let this be a warning. Just because the motor shows compression doesn't mean it's healthy, because the moment you pull this off, you see all the actual damage. The rotor hit the side plate pretty
Bad.
good. This is normal when they oil starve, but to be run with no oil for presumably 100 miles, and this is the extent of the damage, this is not half bad. This would have been so much worse.
Well,
if
this
it kept
is a
running.
brand new engine. I
Yeah.
think if this was a used engine where that happened.
No, I just mean in general.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that this ran this long without any oil is kind of impressive. This one, it kissed here as well, so this side seal stuck. Same thing here, but it's more obvious on this one. This one is clear as day. This is really bad. Some people can machine this and fix it. Other people are just gonna replace the rotor.
Show the side seal. You can see where it's in the middle.
Right here.
Yeah, it's completely.
It's pinched pretty bad. This is still springy on the ends, but that's stuck there. So removing this is gonna take a lot of time because you have to carefully pry it out because you don't want to mess up the groove.
Hold on, hold it still. All right, yeah, there it is.
Yep. You can see here the bearings were starting to go. There's no copper showing yet. The biggest indication, this tab hasn't spun yet. Typically when a rotor's bearing spins, this is like all the way over here. So this rotor might be salvageable. Bearing has to come off, everything has to come off, and it has to be inspected. The front plate, surprisingly, looks okay. It started to scuff here, but this might be usable. And then the rotor housings, assuming they haven't warped from any possible heat, they are probably usable. The surfaces on them look fine. Surprisingly, the eccentric shaft visually looks fine. I have to come back and measure it with my mic, make sure that it's within spec. But is it possible to reuse some of the parts in this motor? Sure. But it needs heavy inspection and it needs to be gone through pretty well.
Well, keep in mind, as a regular person, I'm sure this motor does have parts of it that are very much usable and recoverable, but as a shop providing a service to a customer,
Correct.
it's all trash.
Correct.
Because we can't put this out.
No.
Not as much carnage as we were expecting to see. Rotor housings look gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, but they could be warped. We don't know. E-shaft.
Surprisingly, there's no grooves in this. I'd have to mic it to see.
Yes, it did see a lot of heat.
Yeah, as you can tell here from all this buildup, which there was more. I peeled it off.
Yeah.
It was a weird film. This would have to be mic'd. We'd have to check to see. We'd have to put it on some V-blocks, see if it's bent. Oh, look at that. See, you take the oil off and you start seeing shit.
Yeah.
Look at that right there. Gouge, gouge. Never inspect stuff with oil still on it. Because there's a lot of stuff you're not going to see. The big one, the oil pump, which obviously ran dry, it's got a lot of weird scratches.
That's how
Newer
you know.
production.
That's how you know. 2020 something. Scan your QR code 2BGGG 1001. Look at that thing. Here, pause your screen and scan the QR code. Tell me what it says. Here, how about this? So overall, what do you think, Victor?
For a new motor.
Well, of course, but for a brand new motor that was ran with zero oil, brought up to operating temp and down, and brought back up again and down, and who knows how much idle time and so on and so forth. Yeah.
I'm impressed it held together this well.
As am I.
It's impressive the bearings are not in worse shape. Even though the mileage is low, it's ran it with no oil whatsoever.
Yes.
No oil pressure.
Yeah, and it created an extreme amount of heat, as they do in natural form. So you can only imagine how hot it gets with no oil. And very little coolant, because the coolant I drained out, some of it was green and some of it was very brown.
Yeah. Other important thing to remember is coolant cools the engine, but so does the oil.
It does.
You need both.
Yes, yes.
Can't expect just the coolant to do all the work. So.
All right, so that's it. That's the end of the teardown. That's everything that everybody ever wanted to see or know. Thanks for watching. Fully Automotive. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.